Well, good morning, guys. It is Monday, and the tomatoes are looking fantastic. We got them into the hydroponics. They're sitting in their tubs. They're happy. We have built the little A-frame that we will string them up. Now, Friday was supposed to be our last frost date according to the Farmer's Almanac. So that was March 4th. What I like doing is getting my seeds started anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks prior to that, indoors. And it gets me a nice little jump start on my tomato plants. Now, transferring them gives them a little bit of shock, and you can see some of the leaves down those lower branches are not as happy, but those are going to be trimmed off anyway in a couple weeks. But here's the kicker, okay? It's going to be 31 degrees this coming Saturday night. When I looked at the forecast, future forecast, it was not supposed to do that. It wasn't supposed to be down below 65 for the next 2 weeks. And then here comes the cold snap. So what am I going to do, right? Well, for the most part, I got the A-frame set up. I can put a tarp over it, and hopefully that will keep them safe. And I'm pretty sure it will, because I'm keeping the tomatoes in a hydroponic tubs, so the water will heat up throughout the day and act as a thermal battery and release that heat overnight into the tarp that I'll be having laying over the little A-frame of my tomato plants. So that should do it. Hopefully, past 6-7 weeks of work and taking care of these plants don't go all for nothing with one frost. But I stay positive. I think they'll be fine. Now, another thing is the seeds I planted in the garden. They haven't come up yet. Hopefully they don't. If they stay down until next weekend, well, then we'll be good. If not, those young plants will probably die. So what we got started here is we got some purple beans. They're going to be like green beans, but purple. Never grew them before. I'm interested in trying that out. Then these two spots here, we have our traditional green beans. They foolproof down here in the south. I mean, if this frost comes and knocks them out, well, I can go get another pack and they'll be fine. Those things are hardy, seeds are cheap, and they're way overabundant. Now, these next 3 rows I have not planted yet. I still have the plants in the hydroponic set up indoors. When I saw this frost might be coming, I waited because I don't want to lose those plants. Here in this row, I have eggplant seeds planted. I tried doing them in the hydroponic seed starting kit, and something went wrong and only a few of them popped up, so I figured I'd just try to direct sow them. Here, this, with the trellis, that's going to be my mouse melons. If y'all remember last year, those things were so cool. I love them. It's going to be really the only cucumbers I ever grow again. And then here, on these poles, on these 3, 1, 2, 3, I have your average crooked neck yellow squash. And these 3, everybody's favorite zucchini. That's a joke. Everybody hates zucchini. Let me show you something kind of cool, though. You see these little red things? Let me see if I can get close to them. See that? It's kind of hard to see. But those are called stinkhorn mushrooms, also known as devil fingers, because it kind of looks like the devil fingers coming up out of the ground, right? Kind of gnarly looking. They are here because when I mulch, I use fresh wood chips that I get for free, and I cover my bed. And you've probably seen some of my other posts that how I do my layer gardening, but we won't get into that right now. Well, these mushrooms decompose wood very, very fast, so I love to see them in here. The only problem is they're called stinkhorns for a reason, right? They're called stinkhorns for a reason. They smell like rotting meat. Yeah, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. And that's how they spread their spores. They attract flies that land on them, and they travel it to other places. Kind of gross, but very beneficial in my garden, so I can put up with the smell. Well, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up here. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Cross fingers. Hope this frost doesn't hurt us. I mean, last year we had a late frost and it hurt a lot of my satsumas. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I got flower buds on them. Last year, only the bottom parts of my tree made fruit because that last frost. We're going to try to cover these. Of course, we got rain the next few days, and I guess I'll be working out in the rain. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe and keep growing.